There's about 165,000 kids in the program at the moment that, with the funding at risk, that could be at loss for child care spots. And they each have a parent who's either working or in education by definition, and who are low-income parents, under 185% of the federal poverty level to be eligible for it. So the impact is almost immediate if they can't stay in their programs, that it really can be challenging for the parents to keep their jobs and or stay in school. And for the kids themselves, obviously, it's all the research shows that if you're in good child care settings, you are making much better advancements to be going to school ready to learn and to be doing very, reading on track for reading by third grade and all those great outcomes that we want. So it's the real risks, real risk for real human tragedies that we're creating here. The state of Illinois has a $74 billion budget, $35 billion general revenue fund budget, so half of the overall budget. There's a lot of funds. This is a $300 million problem right now, and there's definitely places that I think we could be moving and making this a priority. We don't have more revenue coming in. We know that Illinois is in a budget crisis, but there's definitely the ability to move dollars around so that we can solve this without adding to any budget crisis or having to borrow or any of those things that I think there's a lot of shared goals not to have happen. I think we can move dollars around to really solve this problem. Well, what we heard articulated this morning was that they're working on this very broad flexibility to be able to manage budget crises, not just this one, but everything. They have been having conversations. The kind of authority they've been asking for is, in fact, much broader than anything that's ever been granted, to my knowledge, in the state of Illinois. We have done emergency budget acts before and given some flexibility to governors, but not nearly to the kind of extent that what the current administration's been asking for. And probably broader than I think might even get to constitutional issues about the legislature's role in the appropriation process. So this is something that's got to get worked through. What I'm hoping, didn't hear them take it off the table, but they also didn't seem inclined towards it, is while we get to a spot on those negotiations to solve the overall budget issues, we can do something immediate to make sure we're not creating problems for these kids right now. I'm hoping we can get to some reallocation process in short order to address this. So hopefully we can do that. Not sure I heard the Rauner administration supporting that, didn't take it off the table. Clearly they want the authority, I think, in a very broad way to manage the budget.